Up your ass?
It's pufferfish.
Why?
The shape is perfect, and if you don't
The
please
hole?
it, it'll spike you.
It's beautiful. It's attractive.
Okay.
Sexy pufferfish, I got a little thing for ya. Little sexy pufferfish, I just wanna love down deep in ya. And I'm pussy down. Looking for your spice, put 'em right in my bowl. Menage with the meal, and it kills my booty bowl.
Finch, you're a fucking nerd. Where's my fucking audio? Get out of here, Copilot. Fuck yourself, Copilot. Okay. Thank you, Finch. I appreciate you, dude. Intro screen live stream. That's a fucking mouthful. I made that intro screen myself 5 years ago when I used to stream on Twitch. I think it's pretty awesome. And thank you, Finch. Good to see you, buddy. How you been? What the fuck is up with No Man's Sky? Turn streamer mode on. Did you message me? I'm sorry, I didn't respond. I probably thought about it and then got distracted by something else. No, you did. On the 27th of last month. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I've been dealing with life stuff, you know. I'm okay today, though. And stream's going at a healthy 10,000 kilobits a second, so should be good. I don't like how my camera's so zoomed out, though. Ah! Well, those have always been there. I guess they just haven't really been visible because of the angle that I've had my webcam. But yeah, I have literally haven't moved my guitars in like a year. I haven't rearranged my office area here in a long ass time. All right, I'm gonna play some Diablo, which, by the way, you should play. Just like Path of Exile 1, you need to play. Good games. I will here in a minute when I decompress. I just got home from something that required some compression. So I'm going to decompress and then I'll be social here in a little bit. Why does my screen look? Weird. There we go. Okay, it was a little fuzzy there for a second. Honestly, I would get into Path of Exile 1 first, man. You played Path of Exile 2 and you liked it. You need to get into PoE 1. I have mine through Battle.net that just because I have so many of their products already. You know. Here's my new mount. The only dragon mount in the game, and I've got it, bitches. Actually want to look at this new horse or new cat I got. Ooh. Kind of dig that. My audio's getting choppy. Yeah, the cosmetics in this game are fucking badass. About to check out some of the new ones I got for... Ooh, that's what I wanted to look at. Where's my ghost horse at? So this mount right here is actually pretty popular. But what's not popular is the armor that I have. I have never seen somebody else with the ghost horse with the ghost armor on it. So that's what I'm going to rock right now. With the ghost skull on it. Turns out you already own Diablo 4. Well, there you go. Alright, now I need to switch up. I don't have a lot of cosmetics for the paladin. Not yet, because it's the newest character. Oh, I gotta tell Flowery they're dropping another new character at the end of the month. And dropping the warlock character at the end of the month. Should be dope. Ooh, there we go. That's my shit. I don't know how I feel about the shield. Do I have a different... There we go. That'll work. Okay. Kind of looks like a tiny little horse on me, doesn't it? That's funny. Okay. Couple of things I need to do. I'm missing skill points here that I could have gotten way back when. So I'm actually missing skill points in my regular tree. It's 153 gigs? I didn't realize it was that big. I thought it was only like 90 something. Last time I downloaded it, I'm pretty sure it only said 90. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I need to... I don't care about the strongholds. I need to do a Kurost Undercity. Kurost Undercity. So let's go do that real quick. I need to get caught up on all my skill points. And I need to go do some Infernal Hordes because there is a... What am I doing it in the training room? There's a sword that I want to get that's got a unique ability that switches your basic skills to your core skills, or adds a a core skill tag to your basic skills. The way that the build I'm doing kind of works, at least the setup I have that I'm going for, is I continuously apply a debuff that when it expires or gets de-applied does damage in an area. And you apply it with certain skills, and then you with my Judicator Oath, basic skills will now apply the judgment, and then I can use core skills to detonate it early. So if I have a basic skill that has a core skill tag and a basic tag on it, I can just repeat the same skill over and over again, and it will apply and de-apply, apply, de-apply, apply, de-apply. I'm pretty sure I have the high-res packets. Pretty sure I do. I don't know if I can tell that in here or not. I've got the ultra texture quality on here. I have all the other shit turned down just to make it run smoother. I could have everything all the way up with my video card, but why can't I? There we go. Okay, let's just run this unique one. Fuck it. $50 million gold to run passive rank buffs on here? Jesus. Let's just run it and get it over with. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember unchecking anything like that, so I probably did. I haven't done one of these yet, so I don't know how I'm going to do on time here. Seem to be killing everything quick enough to party, so that's good. So right now I'm having to throw these spears into the ground, which apply the justice, and then I use my shield throw to ricochet off of them and explode the justice on them. But if I get this one sword, I should be able to apply and de-apply it all at the same time with just one skill. I think. If it works the way that I think it should work. Oh man, I'm gonna fail this shit. Not paying attention to my timer. Yep. I'm gonna have to try again. Is it like PoE in terms of progression and map design? No. No. It's pretty simplistic in terms of designing builds, in terms of choices on what you can do with your builds. I mean, there's a significant amount of variety, but your first thing is, hey, Silent. Your first thing is you just have a regular skill tree here, which is divvied up into 5 or 6 sections. Then you have a specialty skill that buffs you in certain ways, and then you have a bunch of these passive on your skill tree that you can select as well. But you're limited into the number of skills that your specific character can use, but the way that the customization really comes in is with what's called aspects, which is what you can apply to your equipment. And your aspects, there's 1,000 of them. And you can add that certain different types of armor and weapon pieces can have certain types of aspects on them, and these interact with your skills and your passives to do certain things and to change your build around. And then on top of that, you have 1,000 different unique items that further customize and do things and switch things around with your skills. And then on top of all of that, once you get to level 60, you really start the end game, which is where you start your Paragon board, which is this thing here, which you'll start getting these glyphs dropped, and you socket these glyphs into these sockets here, and depending on the glyphs you can level up, and the larger the higher the level is, the larger the radius of the glyph is, and then it'll affect these certain areas and get different buffs depending on what kind of nodes you have selected within here. And I think you get 365 points and up to 5 different Paragon boards. And this is really where you like fine tune your setup. Shit, which one did I have in there? It was a strength one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a strength one. Shit, which one did I have in there? There we go. Okay. What's good, Silent? You playing this Diablo season at all, Silent? It's actually not... I'm not really doing the seasonal stuff at all, but they changed a lot with the... I gotta try this again. I just switched my main skill to the Blessed Shield because I got this unique shield. I might switch back to Blessed Hammer like I was doing. Also, Silent, there's another expansion and a new character, the Warlock, getting dropped at the end of this month for Diablo 4. Just so you know. Dang, 71 million. That's about the highest. Ooh, that almost killed me. About the highest I've done so far. Been blasting monoliths in LE recently, dude. I have 5 different characters I've gotten all the way to the monoliths, and I haven't gotten anywhere in the monoliths with them. I don't know. I got strangely bored with it. I think that has more to do with my mindset lately than it has to do with the gameplay, because that game is so much fucking fun. But for me, my brain, it's like I need something new, and I really didn't go full ham into designing my own builds with the Crusader here, so that's what I'm doing now. And I think I got something good going on here. Definitely a lot of improvements I can make to him. It's definitely not a high end tier pit build. At least I don't think it's going to be. We'll see. The furthest anybody's gotten in the pit this season so far is like 130. And the furthest I got with my last season with my my Aura bot Crusader, I call it, was like 108. So I don't know how far this one will make it. I think the reason I love Last Epoch so much is because of just like PoE and PoE 2, it's the customization of the characters themselves that's the most addictive part of those games. And once you've built the character and designed it, and all you have to do is get better and better gear of the same stuff you're already wearing, it's like, okay, well, I know what I've done it. You know what I mean? Like, this build is solid. It's not like PoE where it's like once you've got the build design, there's still a lot more you can do with it to really push it. And I'd say that's one of the limitations with Last Epoch is once you have your character set up, it's pretty much set up. Unlike in PoE 1 and PoE 2, when you can really, really, really fine-tune everything with the Paragon boards and the gems and the jewels and just so many different ways you can really, really, really fine-tune a build to min-max it. And Diablo's the same way as Last Epoch. Like once I get all of my gear masterworked all the way up and shit like that, like I'll build a different character, you know what I mean? One thing this build definitely struggles with is single target damage. Oh, actually, it's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so maybe switching to shield is where it's at for single target, because using the hammers that spin around me was not doing the trick with single target. Maybe it's because these do more damage and they ricochet. Maybe that was the ticket. I don't know. But that worked way better than I thought it would. Way better than I thought it would. Yeah, Diablo 4 makes that a little bit easier because you can re-roll the same. Like, if you find a really good piece of gear, you can re-roll what you need on it over and over and over again until you get what you want. It's just finding that one piece of gear that's like super uber good. Okay, so I got that skill point. Now I need, oh my god, I've got got 2 more regular skill points I can get here. Equip a full set of magic bloodied items. What the fuck? Okay, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. So now there are these bloodied items, which I'm wearing one right now, but it adds a bloodied stat line to it, which basically gives you buffs in relation to your kill streak in your kill streak tier, which is something that they've taken from Diablo 3 and added to this as well, which I'm glad they did. It's nice, and it makes you level up so much faster. I mean, I've only been playing this character for like 3 days, and I'm already halfway through my paragons. Okay, so what do I need? I can just get a two-handed weapon. Oh shit, I don't have any bloodied stuff to fucking get. I need to go do a bunch of bloodied stuff. Oh, I thought this was the sword that I need. There's the shard of Verathiel and then the shard of something else. It's the other one that I need. I'm gonna keep this though. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll use it for something. Okay, well, guess I'm not doing that one yet. Oop, I don't know what I did there. I got something for that though. There's 2 Paragon. These are all Paragon points I can get. That's fine. There's Paragon points. Full set of legendary bloodied items. I wonder if I can do that now. Chest piece. Boots. Are these bloodied? Helmet. No, I need a 200 weapon. Rings. I don't have shit. I don't have shit. What is this? Give me the sword I want. Damn. Resource cost reduction. Healing received. That's a fucking waste. Strength, not bad. I'll keep the gloves. Might be able to use them for something. Okay. Let's see here. Equip a full set of magic bloodied items. That's really annoying. Complete slaughterhouses. Dude, let me do 4 more of these fucking slaughterhouses since I haven't done any of these yet. This is the seasonal stuff that... Ooh. Nice. That's worth a lot of money. I should sell it. Where are the slaughterhouses? There we go. The slaughterhouses are okay, but you're the butcher the whole time, so it gets kind of repetitive and boring. I think, anyways. Playing as the butcher is fun, but it's like there's no customization to it. It's always the same shit. And it's like, there's no real challenge to it. It's fun to like go around and kill shit, but there's a whole PvP aspect to it too that I haven't done that might actually make it more fun. I think that they thought people would be a little bit more into this, being the butcher and killing fake enemies. Fake player enemies. I wonder if there is something a little bit more fun to do in the PvP stuff. I forget what Z does. What does that do? Fresh meat. I don't know what that means. I might not be able to do this. There's not a whole hell of a lot of people around here. My health is already half gone too. Oh my god, what is happening? Why am I dying? Oh, I did that the wrong way. And that's about it for that. Yippee. Now I just need to do, what, 3 more of those? I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. It sucks they give you skill points for just equipping a full set of this shit. I guess that is the seasonal thing. Yeah, I'll do that some other time. I don't feel like doing slaughterhouses. That shit's fucking boring. What I need to do, I need to keep that two-handed weapon so I can do that. I wonder if I equip a full set of the legendary stuff, if it'll just give me the lower tier stuff. I need to go do pit. So I can, upgrade my... Actually, what do I need to do to get to Torment 4? So I'm only in Torment 3 right now. I'm almost to end game. End game. Almost. Tier 55? What am I up to? I'm only up to like tier 30 or something. Oh, tier 45. I actually don't even know if I can do tier 45 with this character. I don't even think I could do tier 30, honestly. I don't have the survivability. I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked in this tier 45 and then knock it down 20 pegs. Just to level up my glyphs. I only have 2 glyphs I'm using right now. Okay, this isn't that bad. Oh wow, I might actually be able to do this. There's no fucking way. Because I had a whole different character I was using before. I switched everything up because I got bored of just using the same skill over and over again. This one is a lot more button pressing and stuff. Do you have to do the pit progress? Yeah, you have to. The only way to get to the higher difficulty tiers is to progress your pit. Like once you unlock the pit tier that correlates to the difficulty level. But after you get whatever that was, tier 55, that's, you know, that's tier, that's Torment 4, and you don't have to do any more of that. I like to do it because it's just like Diablo 3, the leaderboards in Diablo 3 with the way it's set up. I'll never be on the leaderboards for this unless I just sit down here and do what I did with Diablo 3 and don't do anything but play this game for a fucking 2 months straight every single day. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about a 5th Torment level. That'd be cool if they added it. I'd be okay with that. I mean, shit, in Diablo 3, it goes up to like Torment 25 or some shit now, I think. Oh, I'm gonna die, yep. I walked right into that. It's alright, I'm killing it on time with this, so I'm not... I can die a couple of times and be fine. I'm doing so much better on this than I thought I would be. I'm actually super stoked about this. Need to get... I don't know what it is. My fire... Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's my fire resistance. What's my fire resistance at? Ah! Evidently... And why am I not getting fortified like I was using the hammer? I don't know what's going on with that. Why am I not fortifying here? See, the hammer doesn't have any fortify innate with it, and I haven't changed anything with what's fortifying me. I don't understand why I'm not getting fortified here. Could be. I need to relearn myself on what exactly it is that I was doing. What exactly it is I'm doing that's getting me fortified. Okay, so weaken enemies that die within my aura. So that might be one of the problems, is with this, I'm not killing things that close to me. Because the shield does ricochet and kill things way further away, so things aren't dying within my aura that much. See, there's a little bit of fortify. I'm getting some. It's just nowhere near what I was getting before. Okay, so I've got 10 minutes here. I'm going to look at this. And then blocking fortifies me for 1.5% of my maximum life. Those are the only two ways that I'm getting fortify. So maybe because I'm killing things too far away. So they're not having a chance to attack me for me to block. And they're not dying within my aura's radius. Because I switched to the shield and that's killing things further away than with the hammer. Sucks because the shield does so much more damage. Like this boss is getting just mullered. That's crazy. I'm doing the hammers, I would have never done that much damage to that motherfucker. And definitely wouldn't have done that much damage that quick. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one, but I'm gonna switch back to the hammer and see if that changes anything. Go get that shield equipped, my other shield, because there's no point in me wearing this shield if I'm not using shield throw. Now, which shield was I using? Arbiter duration, right? Yeah. Okay, then we'll switch. This back to hammer. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think this is going to go a little bit slower because the hammers take a while to spin around me. And it also, for science purposes, I'll do the exact same tier. And also it's going to be doing less damage than the shield throw. Oh shit, I'm still... No, not that. Oh shit, I can't change the skills while I'm in the middle of this. Damn it. Whoopsie. Let's try that again. Yeah, see, my damage numbers are way lower. Still able to do it though. See, things are dying so much closer to me, and my fortify is really not filling up that fast. Like, I should already be at half fortify at this point. I don't know what I've changed. Maybe I'm just getting hit a bunch more. But I'm definitely not getting the damage reduction from the fortify because you need to be above 50% of your life for it to really take effect. Yeah, shit is just not dying as fast with this. And my cooldown on my spear throw is not resetting as fast as it was with the shield throw. I might just need to improve my defenses a little bit. Maybe switch around some aspects, since I know I have a couple aspects that aren't really doing anything for me anymore. If I add some more defensive aspects... Ooh, 460 million. That was a overpower and a crit. That was nice. Don't see those every day. See, now my fortify's halfway up, which really helps my survivability, so... It got there. So definitely... I'm definitely going to switch back to the shield if I can figure out a way to get a little bit more survivability without having to rely on the fortify so much. Maybe find a way to get my resolve stacks maxed out. But I don't have any resolve stacks right now, do I? No, I don't. So there's a base 25% damage reduction if I can get a single stack of resolve. So somebody, when I'm done with this, remind me that's what I was thinking, because I'm definitely going to forget about that here in a minute. Still making it pretty good on time here. It's just the fucking hammers, getting them to go where you want is such a pain in the ass. Let me switch to... Oh, I can't switch. Wonder if it's the helmet that I just switched to. That's probably what I'll do, is I'll switch back to the other fucking... Because I'm wearing a unique helmet right now that brings down some extra spears that you can bounce justice off of. Maybe I don't need those necessarily, and I can go back to another helmet that has a defensive thing on it. Maybe one that gives me increased stacks of resolve. I don't know. I've got options. I've definitely got some options. But I really would like to go back to the shield throw. I think that just was more smooth. It felt a lot more smooth than this. Fuck! That's your guys' fault for making me use my brain in the middle of a pit run. Oh, what is hitting me so hard? Die, motherfuckers! What is happening? Why isn't nothing dying? Oh, I don't have my Arbiter on. Why don't I have my Arbiter on? And why do I have a cooldown on my Arbiter if I don't have it on right now? I have 100% upkeep on that shit, bitches. No wonder shit's not dying. I'm missing like 90% more damage here. Oh, get fucked. I'm gonna die here because I can't fucking kill anything. There we go. There we go. 648 million? That was nice. That wasn't even an overpower. Okay. I don't know what I'm bitching about. I am so far ahead on time still. This is fine. Hey, look who just logged in. Now, if only you can convince Flowery to play. Stop playing that fucking gold mine simulator or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, the fucking shield throw just has more consistent damage. This is just so... It's because of the mechanic of the hammers. It's just so much... Now, here's the real test. Let's see how slowly I have to... How slowly I kill this boss here. Because it relies entirely on how often I can get the hammers to hit him. I guess it's not that bad. Boy, he got real stunned real quick there, though. No, that's actually comparable, isn't it? Shit. Now I'm really debating which one I should go with, the shield throw or the hammer throw. Fuck. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, too. Fuck. Well, let's take a look at my defenses here. See if I can get my fire resistance up. Maybe get some stacks of resolve going too. I could swap out. Could grab Aegis and get Stay Resolute on my Aegis, which grants maximum stacks of resolve on cast. And if I'm not doing anything to lose those stacks, I should maintain 8 stacks all the time. Oh no, taking direct damage consumes them. So it's exactly like the... Oh, there's something I could do. I forgot about the, I wonder if I have it. The rune that gives you those spinning shadow things from the rogue. I don't. That sucks. Cause that getting some shadows, those rogue shadows that each give you like I think 3% damage reduction, getting 5 of those, which you can get really quickly and easily with the right rune setup, would be a huge amount of damage reduction. That'd be fantastic. I wonder what rune that is that I don't have. I wonder if I can just try and buy it off somebody. Until then... God, my fire resistance is one of my highest ones. If I could get that sword and that mechanic works, I won't have to have... the Defiance, or not the Defiance Aura, the Condemn. Which means I could get rid of the Condemn and use Aegis to give me resolve stacks. And I have a lot of skill points going into getting extra damage and stuff from being fortified. But there's a lot of other stuff over here. Attack speed per stack of resolve. Resource cost reduction, that'd be nice to have. And healing per stack of resolve. Let's look at resolve here and see if there aren't some other ways I can get stacks of resolve here. So this shouldn't be on right of my anyways because I'm not gaining any stacks of resolve, so I'm not getting this damage bonus. So I should just switch this to Rite of Prayer. So healing myself gives me healing yourself or allies grants 2 stacks of resolve every 1 second. I wonder if that's only during its effect. Oh no, we need to go test this out. Oh, I need them to do damage. Oh, I don't even have to use my heal potion. It'll just automatically do it. As I heal. That's interesting. Yeah, so I'll get hit, lose a stack, and then it'll just get that stack right back. That's interesting. Okay, so that solves that. I can get max 8 stacks of resolve easily, right? Just by switching that one passive. God, I'm so fucking smart. Smartest man alive. That could be fun. I didn't realize that you could change shield charge to adjudicator skill and have it absorb justice. That's really interesting. Really not a whole lot of ways to buff channeled skills with the paladin, though, is there? I should try that out. I should keep an eye out for gear that would help that out and try that out. Okay, so we're getting stacks of resolve now. Now let's take a look at this helmet situation. Adjudicator skills have a 39% chance to call down a blessed spear that carries judgment mark and deals judgment damage on impact. I don't know if that's really worth it. But the 33.5% chance for judgment to deal double damage, that's pretty big. That's a flat, like, 10% damage increase right there for my judgment. I wonder if that's just not enough to really matter. What kind of helmets do I got going on here? One with max life. CDR is not bad. Is that really all I have is 2 helmets in here? Oh no, here's one. That's the helmet for my aura setup, though. I don't want to adjust that. Let's see what... what aspect I can throw on here. that could help out. Consuming Judgment has a 10% chance to restore 2.42% of your maximum life to you and nearby allies. That's literally the only one that would benefit my Judgment setup here. Let's just go through everything here. I'm not stacking Fervor. Your all resistances are increased by 128% while in Arbiter form. Holy tits. Let's see what this does to our defenses here. So my toughness is 103,000 right now. Goes up to 143,000. Wow. All of my damage reductions are above 90% now. Holy shit toe. That's big. Okay, okay. That's definitely an option. Aspect of Disobedience. Armor does... So that's 143,000. Remember that number, 143,000. Let's see what I can get it up to with this. $122,000. That with 60 stacks, yeah. So that is not as good. Not quite as good. Angelic Masterwork. Gotta remember that. Resolve increases your damage reduction by an additional 4%, so that goes up from whatever it is, 20 to 24%? That's okay. It's not bad. That's an option. A flat 20% damage reduction increase while wielding a two-handed weapon. That's huge, but I can't... I don't know what two-handed weapon can compensate for Griswold's Opus. I mean, this weapon is just so powerful. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at all of the... Diablo 4 Paladin uniques here. This is the new one for this league. Moving grants ferocity. Maximum ferocity is increased by 3. Ferocity also increases movement speed by 8% per stack. What does ferocity do? That's a spirit-born thing that I think just increases your attack speed. Blocking has a 15% chance to retaliate with a shield bash. Casting Disciple skills has about 2 times chance to call down a Spear of Heaven. Spears of the Heaven damage is increased by 60%. That might actually not be a bad thing to pair up with. Oh, but I'm not going to be using... If I do switch back to the shield throw instead of the hammer throw, it's not going to be a disciple skill like the hammer throw is. Still an option, though. If I find a really, if I find a, I guess most of my damage isn't my damage is coming from the explosions from Justice, not from Spears of the Heavens. So that I'm losing so many beneficial stats that I could have on any other shield. So that's kind of pointless. I'm not using Fortress, but that would be cool because I could change the shield throw to a Juggernaut core skill. That could be interesting. If I could get Fortress's cooldown. What is it? It's the longest cooldown, isn't it? Oh, it's only 35 seconds with all the stats I have so far. That's not bad at all. The cool thing about Fortress is if you can get uptime on it, you can be invincible inside of it, which is a huge thing. While inside Fortress, skills are free to cast and you gain 4% damage per stack of Resolved. Wow. Okay, so that'd be another 24% flat damage increase at max Resolve with 8 max Resolve. Killing enemies inside a fortress extends its duration by half a second up to 20 seconds. So that means it's only going to have 15 seconds of downtime. I wonder, is there a temper that increases fortress's length? I don't see anything in here for Fortress. Yeah, weird. Fortress cooldown reduction. There we go. Okay. So a bunch of that mixed with regular cooldown reduction, you might be able to get another 15 seconds off of there. You could have an invincible character, maybe. There's no way they would let that happen, though, right? That's an interesting thought. If you could get 100% upkeep time on Fortress, you would be invincible. Because you cannot go below one hit point. Right? I'm reading that right? While inside a fortress, your life cannot be reduced below 1. So you would be invincible. I should try that. I should get a whole set of gear that just has cooldown reduction and fortress cooldown reduction rolled on it. And try and get that below. I don't know. You wouldn't be invincible for boss fights though, because it requires you to kill enemies inside of it to get its duration extended. So to get 100% upkeep time against single target enemies would be probably impossible. Yeah. But still, you could be invincible during clearing. I wonder if anybody's designed a build around that. That's interesting to think about. Okay. This is what I'm using as Griswold's Edge, or Griswold's Edge. That's the old Diablo 1 unique item. Griswold's Opus is the one I'm using. Grants 20 to 50% increased strength, resistance, and armor. Whoa. Wait, I think I have this shield, don't I? Held the phone? I do not. Just kidding. That could be huge for survivability though, right? That's a ridiculous amount of 20 to 50% increased strength, resistance, armor, and retribution chance. That's insane. Yeah, I should try and get this shield. Where can I get it from? I need to look. Andariel. Andariel, or the Harbinger. Okay. What character are you gonna do, Silent? I have one of these Morning Stars. I have this Sundered Knight. That's what I'm using on my Aura bot character. It's not. It doesn't. I think they nerfed a lot of the Aura damages, especially the Holy Light Aura. Because I mean, with that character, I got up to Pit 108 last season, and it's just not. It does not feel as strong this season at all. I don't know what they've changed. I didn't read through all of the patch notes from the PTB, but this is the shield that I got. Okay. Oh yeah, I did want to try something with this ring. Because I'm constantly an Arbiter, and if you're evade... Yeah, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try something here. Where's that fucking ring? Yeah. Arbiter's Evade triggers a random equipped core skill for every 2 meters traveled. Okay. I'm gonna lose some justice damage. That's an interesting way I can auto cast the hammers. I wonder. Hey, what up, Stratty? I gotta get my... Yeah, I need to get the Arbiter... Isn't there an aspect that decreases... Yeah, Arbiter's cooldown is reduced by 2.5 seconds. Yeah, see, there we go. So I can just auto cast the shield without having to do anything now. That's interesting. Just by dodging. That's kind of cute. I still have to have it equipped on my bar though, which kind of makes that pointless. Yes, this is definitely a lot of min-maxing, just like PoE. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now. Doesn't seem to be working though. It casts it once, but it doesn't. It says every 2 meters I travel. And it's definitely not recasting it every 2 meters I travel. Yeah, it like casts it once or twice and then that's it. So that kind of sucks. Because if it continuously recast it as you walked around, that might make it worth it. But it's just not. It's not doing what the ring says it's gonna do. Which kind of sucks. Cool idea though. If the ring worked, I think that would work excellent. Sucks that fucking ring doesn't work the way it says it will. Oh man, I'm running out of resources, ain't I? Yeah, shit. Shit. Okay, so we switched back to shield. My defenses are... Whoa, what the fuck? Why is this only 89,000? Oh, I need to switch this back to... this. There we go. Why is it only 100,000 now, though? Wasn't it like 130 something thousand before? Why? Why? Why is that so different now? Why did I lose like 30,000 toughness? There we go. 137,000 toughness. That's what we're looking for. Oh, I didn't have my resolve up. That's why. Okay. Fuck me. That's what we want. 137,000 toughness. That's fine. I should be able to get all the way up to Torment 4 now. Should. But I also could... Oh, this might be a great option. I need to put that. I need to swap out. Is Justice's damage type holy? I don't know. There's no way to tell that because there's no actual skill that does it. It's just a buff debuff interaction. What aspect did I have on the shield? I'm losing some damage here, aren't I? Where did that fucking shield go? Okay, so I need to find a spot to put... Maybe that's why. I think I should move this... this aspect of the Judicator to my amulet to get more damage and size out of Judgment. And move this aspect that was on my shield. But it's an armor piece, so I can't put it on my gloves. It needs to be on something else. Wonder if I can put it on my boots. What is that, golden hour? Nope, can't put it on my boots. I'm doing fine on my faith, so I don't. Let's just throw it on the ring. I'm not having trouble with my faith. So that's that solved. So I've at least got that. Actually, I might throw that on my amulet because that's going to be... Yeah, let's throw that on my amulet. That's going to be 135% increased judgment damage. That's where that needs to be. And then we'll put that other thing on my ring here. Whatever the hell it was. I can't remember. Wait, what did I have on my amulet? Oh, the holy damage. That's right. I need to see if that even changes how much damage I do. Uh-oh. Why is my... Why is it taking up so much faith now? I'm not able to get all 5... I need to attack 5 times to get like 70% of my faith back, and I can't do that now. Oh my god, what the fuck? What did I have on the ring before? God damn it, that's really fucking annoying. Gain 10 faith every 10 times you consume judgment. that's not going to work against bosses though. So how was I doing fine against the bosses? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I can't cast 5. I need to be able to cast 5 judgments. Fuck. Man, I had everything so balanced and I had to come and fucking switch things around. Ugh. Damn it, damn it, damn it. This is all your fault, guys. Alright, how am I gonna fix this? How am I gonna fix this? What changed? Why is it... I don't understand why I'm not generating the resource like I was before. Skills that critically strike generate 1 faith. Maybe I should throw this in somewhere. Vospi, hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Gonna watch a Diablo game for the first time in your life, you think? Well, I hope you like it. This is actually my I know my channel's kind of No Man's Sky centric, but these types of games, these isometric action RPGs, are like my favorite type of game in the world. They tend to be pretty complicated in the way that you design your character builds, and it's like a big jigsaw puzzle, and I love putting all the different pieces together to try and make it work. And I actually had a really nice build going on about a half an hour ago, and I came into this test room here and really messed something up. Now I can't attack and maintain my resource that I need to attack. So came in with the No Man's Sky raid. Who raided me? Zane raided me. Zane, nice to see you, mate. How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. Everybody say thank you to Zane for the raid. Hi everybody that came in with Zane. Sorry I'm not playing No Man's Sky today, but I don't know, really just not feeling that game lately. I know they just had a big update, but I'm not a very big turn-based like combat fan. I do like D&D style games like Solasta and Baldur's Gate 3, stuff like that, but when it comes to the Pokemon style combat, it's just not for me. So this new update is not for this guy. I think it's very interesting that Hello Games did an update like that. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's going to add a lot of attraction to the game. I think they should probably do, from what I've seen of it, I think they need to do a little bit more with it. But I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's a little bit better than throwing trash into cans. Yeah. Update before last was a little bit lackluster, wasn't it? I haven't even updated No Man's Sky since the Corvettes update. That's really the last bit of really, like, I went full ham into No Man's Sky with the Corvette update. I mean, if you look at my shorts and my most recent video uploads, it's all No Man's Sky Corvette building stuff. So, I mean, if they expand that or do something new with that, I'm definitely hopping back in No Man's Sky, but yeah. So we've got a resource problem here. I'm like 1 skill away. I need to cast 5 skills in a row to maintain regenerate my faith, my resource over here, and I'm like 1 skill away from doing that. So I need some resource cost reduction or something somewhere. I just don't know where I'm going to. Man, this shield has damage reduction on it too, which kind of sucks to lose. Have you messed around with the new update, Zane? How are you feeling about it? I know you said it's a little niche, and that's goes without saying, but what are you personally, how do you feel about it? And anybody else in chat, I'd like a wide variety of opinions on the new No Man's Sky update. I think there's a lot of ways, like I said, that they could expand upon it and make it more interesting. And if they truly are trying to duplicate like Pokemon style combat, there's a lot they could do with it. They're looking for the triple S monsters now. Is that a thing? Do the pets now have tiers? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be actually give some meaning behind hunting down creatures besides just their aesthetic appeal. You know, their uniqueness. You know. I wonder if it's just being in the test room that's making this difficult. Let's go actually fight some stuff out in the real world and see if this setup works. There are stats and searching spots and everything. Interesting. It's just a way of keeping you engaged while they work on Light No Fire. I'm okay with that as long as they actually are working on Light No Fire. Has he released any word on that lately? I don't do the whole Twitter thing, so I don't get his updates and stuff, so yeah, see, I'm not maintaining my doesn't work. This doesn't work. My build doesn't work. I broke my build. Shit. I gotta fix my build. So I either need resource cost reduction or resource generation. One of the two, and I was looking at that glyph. Critical strikes generate 1 faith. I don't know if that's enough. Is there enough intel in this area to Looks like it. Need 2 more intel slots, so I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 more points. Where can I steal from? Where can I steal from? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. You prefer the sci-fi aesthetic much more? I can go either way. I think that... No, I take that back. I like fantasy more, personally. I would always pick a Dragonlance book or Lord of the Rings book over a, like, Dune book. I've always liked the fantasy aesthetic more than sci-fi. I was just raised around more of it. I think they both have their you know, there are things that are cool about each of them. I just tend to like the... I don't know. Other than just being raised on D&D and stuff like that, I don't know why I am so much more partial to the fantasy aesthetic. Because, I mean, there are Warhammer games that are like this that are more sci-fi, you know? Oh, it's the boss right here. Man, this is really annoying. I'm doing so much clicking and nothing is happening. Maybe I'm just not critically striking enough to get my shit back here. This is annoying. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. Where's my damage at? Why is this only doing like 100,000 fucking damage here? What is going on with this build right now? I'm so irritated. What happened to my 300 million damage? Why am I doing 100,000 damage right now? This boss should have been dead like in 30 seconds. I'm getting irritated. There's no way this guy is still alive. What is happening? Get off me, you big bitch. Yeah, where's my damage gone to? What is going on here? Alright, I'm real fucking annoyed now. hell is going on? I gotta fix my build. Something I've royally messed something up here. My damage is gone. I can't maintain my skills. All these icons give you one idea. Games are now built to be addictive. I think, yeah. I mean, I think for different reasons I agree with you. I think that games are designed to be addictive to, especially MMO style games are designed to keep people on the screen. You know, keep them in game. Especially ones designed by ActiBlizzard like this one. Okay. Question number 1. Why the hell did my damage disappear? I needed to put everything back the way I had it before. I do have presets. I just haven't completed this build setup for this one yet. I've got another build setup right here that's completed. You can save entire loadouts. I have not saved this one, at least not in a while. So if I reloaded this one, it might completely ruin everything because everything's not the same now. Am I still... Yeah, I'm still making enemies vulnerable. See there, with the hammer skill, I'm able to maintain my... Okay, maybe not. Ugh! This is kind of annoying. I don't understand what I changed that's such a drastic change. All of a sudden, I'm not able to maintain my resource. I don't understand. I did not change anything that should affect that. That's what's really annoying right now. I don't know what the hell I did. Because everything that I was changing had nothing to do with resource management. It had everything to do with survivability. But I obviously royally screwed up somewhere, and I don't know where. There's a 14 million, 27.1 million. Yeah, see, there's the millions of damage I was doing before, so that's fine. I just can't maintain my resource now. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? If I can roll, I don't have the materials to roll this. Here's the question. I wonder if I still have enough arbiter duration here. Looks like I will. What did I do? Is it my runes? I didn't switch my runes around. Restore 210 primary resource. Cast 5 skills and then become exhausted for 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what I did to ruin my resource generation here. Because at the very beginning of the stream, when I had just switched to the shield throw, I was doing just fine. Just fine. I don't know what I've done to screw this up so bad here. What was that other helmet I was wearing? Did that have something to do with it? No, it has nothing to do with resource. I have 18 increased maximum resource with this helmet on. But that can't... an 18 more faith can't be the difference here. That just doesn't make sense. That seems like such a minuscule amount. Maybe that is the exact difference I need. You gotta be kidding me. Evidently that is the exact thing I needed. So I need to increase my maximum resource somehow. Because this helmet really isn't doing anything for me. It's not doing anything beneficial for me. Besides giving me maximum resource, which I should be able to roll on the helmet as a temper somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, the rampage, the resource cost reduction, that's per kill streak. And there are different kill streak tiers. You're absolutely right. You read that correct. There is resource cost reduction, but that is specific to kill streaks, and there's only tiers of kill streaks every 100 kills you get in succession. And that's great for clearing out dungeons and for doing massive areas with tons and tons of enemies. But for a really well-rounded build, you want to think about single target damage like bosses, as well as clear speed stuff that would be benefited from kill streaks like that. My clear speed is fine. I'm not worried about that. What I'm really worried about is being able to maintain damage on a single enemy. Which, if you have a single enemy like a boss, you're not going to be getting that benefit. With that 10% resource cost reduction. What's great about that, though, is that it's per your kill streak. So if you do 200, 300, 400, 500 kill streaks, you're getting 50% resource cost reduction at that point. Which is really, really huge for quickly clearing screens and quickly clearing whole dungeons. But up against bosses, it's useless, literally useless. It does nothing for you. That's why when it comes to stuff like that, I kind of don't really pay too much attention to it. You know what I mean? It doesn't. I like well-rounded builds that do nowadays, I'll say, I like well-rounded builds that are able to do everything. I used to hard focus on boss killers. If you look back at some of my older Diablo 4 videos from a couple seasons ago, I designed a rogue build that one-shot killed all the endgame bosses and the world bosses, which are supposed to take like 20 people to kill. So I've kind of evolved my playstyle since then, and they put some mechanics in the game specifically so that stuff like that can't happen anymore. So it's kind of a mixture of them adjusting the game and me being forced to adjust my playstyle. Now I'm looking for really well-rounded characters that can do all of the endgame content. Yeah, good for them. I'm sure they saw videos like mine and were like, well, shit, that's no fun for everybody involved, you know? Well, you keep there's a couple of different endgame, actually like 5 different endgame things that you can do. One of them is called the pit, where it's just higher and higher level of timed dungeons. There's a timer on the dungeon, and the more you kill enemies, the faster ahead of the timer you get. And then there's a boss at the end once you beat the timer, and then that scales up in tiers. I've done the highest tier I've done so far is a tier 45. The highest anybody in this season has done so far is like tier 130, I think. And that's the main like end game thing, is pushing what's called the pit. We can go look and see if anybody's increased it. But you really want to repeat doing the bosses in endgame, because each different boss has drop rates for specific items, and to get the perfectly rolled item, you have to do the bosses over and over and over and over again. And the way their boss system is actually kind of cool, because you have to go and kill the boss, and then the boss drops a chest at the end, and if you have a certain one of these currency items, you can open the chest. If you kill the boss and you don't have the currency items, you kill the boss, you don't get any loot from it besides gold. So repeating endgame bosses to try and get the unique items that you want. You see these starred affix lines on there. That's a greater affix, and you can get up to 4 or 5 greater affixes rolled on a item. So that's what you want, is a target. Basically, you're target farming a perfect item. I'm not anywhere near having that on any of my gear. I think this sword is the only one I have 2 greater affixes on. Look at the leaderboards here. So this is the pit, and here's the leaderboards. Yep, see, tier 130 is the highest a solo paladin has gone. 118 for Spiritborn. These are all the different classes. There's the druid class. Oh wow, druid went up big time. This was only at like one, I don't know, way lower the last time I looked at it. They're almost catching up to the paladin. Yeah, all the other classes are about the same. And then there's 2-man, 3-man, and 4-man groups. God, a 2-man group's pushed to 138, 137 for a 3-man, and 144 for a 4-man group. That's probably with 2 DPS, probably 2 Crusaders, a support, probably a Barbarian, and then a crowd control, which is probably a Spiritborn, I think. Oh, it doesn't show you what class they are? That's weird. But yeah, mixing and matching DPS and support style builds is how they're pushing so high. I think the maximum is 150, if I remember right. No, it's not one lucky. It's like I mean, if we look at, if it'll actually let me see one of these here. So here's this guy's number 10 on the top on the leaderboards for Paladin. See, he's got items that are, it's got 4 out of 5 affixes on it, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. And then if I look at a different character like number 17 here, oh, he's naked. He's got comparable gear with the same amount of affixes on it. It's just a matter of, it's the more you run them, the more likely you are to obviously get the perfect item drops. But they're not so rare that only one person a season will get them. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the people that are in the top of the ladder leaderboards are the people that play the game the most. And I could speak from experience on that. Back in like 2000, I want to say 2014, 15, and 16, in Diablo 3, this is Diablo 4. In Diablo 3, I was the number 1 demon hunter for like 3 or 4 seasons in a row in the hardcore servers. And really all it boils down to is because everybody's basically in deep end game pit pushing, or nightmare dungeon pushing as it was called in Diablo 3. Everybody kind of runs the same meta setups. There's certain skills with certain gear that mix together to give you the most damage and survivability. They're just the best, most effective setup there is. So everybody's basically running the same type of thing. So it's the people that are playing the most, getting the best gear the fastest, and really pushing those high tier stuff that are on the leaderboard. So if he's like on the 2-man leaderboard, he's probably going to be on the 3-man and the 4-man because he's playing this every single day and has a group of friends that are playing it every single day, 10 hours a day. And unless you're doing that much gameplay, there's no way you're going to be on those leaderboards because it's all people that are playing, that are like, yeah, a loot treadmill. That's a good way to put it. I wonder if just to put my money where my mouth is here. Yeah, here we go. Here is me. This is Diablo 3. Hardcore top global position. That's me. And basically running, these are called Nightmare Dungeons or Greater Rifts. Sorry, not Nightmare Dungeons. But I got up to a tier 120. And Smitten Meat, he was one of my team members. Because we did 2-man, 3-man, and 4-man. I think that this is, I don't remember which season this is, but there was one season where we cleared the leaderboards. We had, I had the single Demon Hunter, and then we had the 2-man, 3-man, and 4-man leaderboard, our group, our little clique. I don't know where oh, here we go. This is a season before that. My name was Chef Slippy Fists. But we cleared, here's our 4-man team. These, the top 4, clearing a 116. And then here's, oh no, this is the same season as before. This is just the singles again for Demon Hunter. Yeah, I don't know if I have the pictures for the 2-man, 3-man, and 4-man here. Doesn't look like it. I had a video of like a 10-second long video of us at the very end of clearing one of them and beating it. I don't know where the hell that went though, but yeah. Some people might say that makes the game kind of boring if everybody has the same builds and everything in the end, but for me, like I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, I enjoy not following the metas. That does kind of mean, obviously, I'm not going to be pushing the higher tier leaderboards like I used to, but I like just putting all, like I said when you guys first rated, I like the jigsaw puzzle aspect of it, of finding all the different pieces and seeing how they fit together and designing something that works. That's where I get most of my enjoyment out of these games, is by experimenting around and finding my own way, other than doing the other thing, which is just following a build guide off of the internet and doing somebody else's build. You know what I mean? I used to do that. Don't find much enjoyment in that anymore. How much did I have to play to be number 1 back then? That was during actually, I think it was season 17. That was during COVID. No, COVID was way later. COVID was like season 20 or something like that in Diablo 3. I wasn't playing that much then. I was writing a fantasy novel then. But I was living down in the Caribbean on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and I had just lost my job. So I had all day, every day to just sit down and play that game. That's why I was, for like 3 months, probably for like 8 months actually, for like 2 or 3 seasons in a row, I was just, that's all I did was sit down and grind Diablo 3. And I mean, that was the hardcore servers. If your character dies on those servers, it's deleted. Your character's gone. 3 months, 8 months, who knows? It was not the best time of my life. I mean, I did live in the Caribbean. It was great in that aspect, but it was a rough time in my life. But I would just basically sit down and play this game all day, every day. No, you can build up to it. You can select what tier you want to run, and actually you kind of have to slowly go up in increments. You start out at tier 1, and then if you beat a tier 1, it unlocks the next 5 tiers. So then you can kind of like inch your way up to where you want to be. I just did a 145 a minute ago. So if I wanted to try and run a 120, I would first have to do a tier 50, a tier 55. Oh, but if you die, you die. Oh, yeah, well, with Diablo 3 in my hardcore, yeah, if you died, you died. So you're talking about my leaderboard was the 120. How would I know if I could do a 121? You would just literally, you would have to try. If you could do the 120, the only difference between a 120 and a 121 is maybe being able to shave off a couple of seconds from the boss fight. That's it. Yeah, you just have to risk it. But the difficulty change between a 120 and a 121 isn't that much. All you have to do is pump out a little bit more damage. Because if you're doing a level 120 Greater Rift in hardcore, you're not gonna die. You've made it that far. The only way you're gonna die is if you forget to push a button on your rotations, or you do something real dumb and just stand in the middle of an AoE attack or something like that. You do have to pay attention and dodge around and stuff like that, but typically once you're that far into the end game, you're good enough at the game that the only way you're gonna die is if you like really screw up. So at that point, the only thing that would keep you from getting up to the next tier is pumping out a little bit more, whatever your main stat is, getting a little bit more damage, and being able to kill the end boss fight within the last. Because these greater rifts that are timed at 15 minutes, you'd spend half of that killing the enemies to get to the boss, and then the other half of that killing the boss. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes to kill the boss. And I mean, it comes down to the last like 10, 15 seconds. If you kill that boss and get his health down to 0 in the last 10, 15 seconds, you'll beat the rift. If you don't, you don't beat the rift and you have to try again. So if you want to go from a 121 to a 122, you're just going to need to be able to shave off a couple of seconds. That's it. Which is just like, I mean, you're doing in the trillions of damage with those high-end builds there. So it's like, I need a couple 100 million extra damage to be able to get to the next tier. And sometimes it's just leveling up your Paragon a couple of more times in Diablo 3, which is just basically just increases your main stat, which increases your damage output. I mean, it's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. I don't know if you don't like. I'm not gonna say it's like a Dark Souls boss fight, because that you really have to like learn and memorize a lot more with the bosses, move advertisements and stuff like that. Kind of like a Dragon Age boss fight, where it's like a battle of attrition at some points, where it's gonna be a long boss fight. You know, you play Tekken. You concentrate for a minute around. I can't relate. I don't like fighting games. I played Smash Brothers back in the day, like the old ones. That's about it for fighting games. I'm not good at them. That's why I don't play them. I'm so garbage at fighting games. I mean, just really, really embarrassingly bad. I have a lot of respect for people that play fighting games. A lot of respect, because that shit is not, for me, for whatever reason, it's not easy. Smash isn't big in your country. Nintendo 64 never penetrated. Interesting. Okay. 64 and GameCube are the only ones I ever played Smash on. I haven't played. Well, I guess I played a little bit when the Wii came out, but I played mostly Smash Brothers and then Smash Brothers, whatever the one on the GameCube was. Okay. I gotta figure out this resource management shenanigans here. There are two types of games I really have never been good at, and that's like sports games and fighting games. Never got any good at either of those. Okay, again, why is my toughness at 89,000 instead of 140,000 like it should be? Oh, that's because of this helmet. Yeah. See if I can't get real lucky here and roll some, I guess I have 66 rolls here. Does a dancing rhythm game count for a sports game? I'm going to say no on that one. I've never done dancing rhythm games. I used to play a lot of Rock Band or Rockstar or whatever those old games were. Those were a lot of fun. Can I even roll? Yeah, maximum resource. That's what we're going for right there. Maximum resource. Ooh, resource. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. So you're actually good at that shit. Yeah. There is kind of an infinite amount of damage increase you can get from the Paragon board. Oh wow, that's dope. That's really cool. I just turned 40 myself. Super fun. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed. Yeah, I mean, if I can't figure this out by the end of the stream, I'm going to have to do that now, aren't I? That's what's the most annoying about this, though, is other than switching out this helmet, I haven't changed anything. You know? There we go. Man. Something is definitely... Can I get... Did they switch the... Can I get resource cost reduction from a gem? Didn't think so. You know what I could do? Hold the phone. Okay, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. So instead of having this 5 skills to get 210 primary resource, what if I did this? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Fuck. There. So now I get resource if I evade. Let's try this. It's not perfect, but it works a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it works better. Just means I'm gonna have to be dodging around like a fool. Well, I doubled my survivability, and I've kind of gotten my damage back. So that's something. I'm gonna get rid of all this because that's not helping at all. It's not a bad idea. What I'm gonna do, save this one as Justice 2, and then equip this one. See, this one's using the hammer skill, not the it's using the hammer throw skill, not the shield throw skill. And it's still having problems. Its damage really sucks too. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Just save this one. Alright, I think I've faffed about enough in here. Let's go try and do something here. Let's try and push a higher pit. And we'll get 5 points towards our next loot box. See, around the map there are these different things that are marked with this red reward symbol, which gets you Grim Favors. And once you fill up this Grim Favors bar down here at the bottom of the screen, you get a free loot box, and you can choose from 3 different types of loot boxes. So let's go ahead and do this. You're about to watch a real... I'm going to try and push it up 5 tiers higher. Grim Favors, yeah. They know what they're doing with some of these names. Wow, where did my damage go? This is not going good. This is not going smoothly. There's a 97 million. I really don't like having to evade every 2 seconds. There's already so many buttons I have to press. Where's my survivability? Oh my god, I forgot to put Arbiter on. That's where my survivability went. I mean, if you can look at the timer, you can see I'm already twice as far on the timer as it is. So I'm not doing too bad on my time. I'll be able to beat this, but I'm not happy about it. 160 million damage critical. That's not bad. Scream one of the enemies makes. I wouldn't put it past Activision Blizzard to steal old assets. Yeah, my survivability is not where I want it to be. I'm going through all of my potions, so I'm gonna die. Where is all my resistances at? Hold on a second, man. What is going on? My poison resistance isn't that low. Why am I dying so much from all this poison? Yeah, the problem is my survivability is okay. It's just I'm I've got to readjust my playstyle here. If I'm not dodging every 2 seconds, I'm just standing there with no resource, attacking nothing. So I really need to readjust my playstyle here to make this work. Or I could... I don't know if I want to lose the Holy and Fire damage. But there is a ring that I could throw on that might really, really help out. It won't help out during boss fights, but... There's actually 2 different rings I could put on that would help. I only have one of them, though. I'm happy with my damage, though. If I can maintain my resource, my damage is killer right now. I just gotta remember to evade every like 3 attacks. Ooh, invincibility shrine, hell yeah. Now I literally can't die. For at least 30 seconds. Oh my god. Whoa, I'm gonna die. Ah! No, I'm not. I'm not gonna die. World's greatest. I'm very surprised I didn't die there. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you in chat if you're talking. I'm just concentrating on not dying. Hello? Die? Thank you. Okay, cool. So those damn after death effects that they do, that's what's making me so nervous. Okay, let's see how the boss fight goes. Oh wow, this is going as good as it was earlier. I'm surprised. Actually, it's not going quite as good as it was earlier. Although I am on a higher tier than I was earlier. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That was like a 30-second boss fight. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not too shabby. Still, it doesn't feel as smooth as it did earlier. I mean, I think that's just because I need to adjust to dodging every 2 freaking seconds. I got my loot. Didn't you see it? I picked it all up. Here's my loot from, bunch of garbage. See, that might not be a bad idea. I could get a lot more damage if I... Unique pants, stuff worth dying for, definitely. Need some new boots is what I need. I need some new Yeezys. My boots are doo-doo poo-poo. I might get some upgrades on my aspects if I trash some of this stuff. Nope, no upgrades. Oh well. We got a world boss in 30 minutes. Dope. Let's go run around in a Helltide for a bit. A Helltide is these red areas on the map. Every hour they rotate what area of the map they are in, but there's just a bunch of special events and stuff you can do within the Helltides. Killing enemies in the Helltides will drop these little red shards, and the more of those red shards you pick up, there are unique chests around the Helltide area that you can open up if you have enough shards to open them up. These little red things called aberrant cinders And then if you kill there are certain mini boss enemies in the area. If you kill them and get aberrant hearts, which are these little keys that can unlock the Helltide boss fight, which I have enough. We should just go do a Helltide boss. Fuck it. Why not? Oh, I'm gonna die. Where's the Helltide boss at? There's the chest you want, the Tortured Mysteries chest. That's 250 cinders to get into there. Okay, let's go way up north. I think that's the Helltide boss is going to be up in the northern area. That'll be a good test of my build, to be able to solo a Helltide boss, because they're world bosses. They're technically designed for a lot of people to be fighting them at once. Yeah, I do. I got a little ghost horsey. I got a bunch of different mounts. I got a little dragon, a little drake mount. I got a bunch of different kitty cat mounts, and 3 dozen horse mounts. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Yep, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this Helltide boss. See, look at that. I just cleared the whole screen with one shield throw. That's awesome. That's what you're looking for with clear speed. Seahorse, probably. A seahorse is an aquatic, a water-dwelling creature. It looks like a little question mark. All right, let's do this boss. Baleful hearts, that's what they're called. So if I put 3 baleful hearts into this little altar thing, it will start a boss encounter. So first I have to survive a couple of minutes of just complete chaos here. Is it getting a little clustered, the screen? I'm sitting at 10,000 kilobits right now. I should be good. Although YouTube doesn't like a lot of motion on the screen, so it's probably cutting back on it. Because YouTube sucks. Oh yeah, that could have something to do with it too. Is there another player here with me? There is. Well, if that was the boss, it's already dead. I think there's a rogue here with me somewhere. Where did he go? Or did I just kill that boss that quickly? There's no way I killed that boss that quickly. Oh no, see, there's a rogue here, yeah. What is he doing in... He's Paragon level 252. Why is he not in Torment 4, which is the higher tier? If I was that high level Paragon, I would definitely be in the high tier maps. I wouldn't be in the high tier end game areas. I wouldn't be sitting in this shit. I'd get bored of sitting in this stuff, killing everything in one shot. I'm gonna try and get a different instance so I can see if I can kill the boss myself. I'm gonna go back to town and then come back here, and hopefully I'll be by myself so I can see if I can kill the boss myself. Actually, I could just switch servers. Oh, I got another Tree of Whispers to open up. Collection of ancestral helms? Sure. Only a couple of them were ancestral, but whatever. 3 to falling star, maximum life, and strength. Lame. So it's basically a miracle. Oh, I'm glad you get to see me at all. That makes me happy. Glad somebody's watching. I'm surprised I have that many people watching me. Usually I only get, I'll get anywhere between 10 and 20 viewers when I'm playing No Man's Sky, but typically I don't get very many viewers at all playing anything other than No Man's Sky. So I'm glad. Probably because of the raid. But I'm okay with that. Okay, I really got to figure out this resource issue. I've got to try something different because this is not working out as smoothly as I want it to be. I have a lot of lurkers. People that just like to sit and listen to my sultry voice. I gotta figure it out. I gotta make it as it was running so smoothly earlier. It was so smooth. Resource cost reduction might be a nice thing to roll on a ring. There we go. Let's switch this back. This is the ring I was talking about. If a core skill hits 4 or more enemies, 47% of the resource cost is refunded. But I can't replace this ring because this ring is huge. I need to go run Infernal Hordes so I can get materials to upgrade my gear. Because all of my items are at item power like 750 or 800. I need to increase that. I need all of that increased. That'd be a huge difference. So if I can get this sorted out and then just go run some Infernal Hordes real quick, that would make a huge difference. You know? Don't ya know? Ooh, plus 24 to my maximum resource on this helmet. Why am I not wearing this? Question mark. It could be applicable to like saving the build if I make some changes coming in here and saving the build setup. It's an MMO. It's, you know, it's all online, so there's no like saving it. I'm sure there are autosaves on everything as you like move from area to area, but that's it. There's really no saving the game. Or faith per second isn't bad. Now let's switch this back. Let's see if this works. Almost. It almost works. It's really, really... I'm like 1 second off on some of my cooldowns for this to work perfectly. Damn it. Well, then I can stop faffing about here in the testing room, and I can go play the game. Let's see something. That doesn't help at all. That doesn't help at all. Real close. Real close. Real close. Why is my toughness... Okay, so now what have I done? Why is my toughness... Why did I lose like 60,000 toughness? Oh, because I don't have the right aspect on here. That's why. Right? Why is this not... It's not working. Maybe I have to have it on when I trigger the arbiter form. Okay. There we go. See, it's only going up to 135 though. I had it up to like 160 with that other... What is going on? Oh, I have a lot more life on this helmet. That's why. That's why. Okay, 148. Getting there. Getting better. I don't think the 4 faith per second is really helping out. Let's try and roll some like life or something on here. Some armor would be nice. Oh, that resource cost reduction might have been real nice too. Come on. There we go. There we go, 150. So now I've only lost 13,000 toughness instead of 60,000. Of course, that helmet's not really upgraded. I can add some strength, though. Watch this. Watch this! There we go. There we go, 151. That only added 1,000 on there. Oh, you know they do. They're shivering in their little straw-filled booties. Dang, why does that other helmet give me another 13,000 survivability? I don't get it. Oh, it's got 338 more armor on it. that really it? Well, I guess that's the sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. I don't know. Don't know. Screw it. Let's do an Infernal Horde. Try and get some materials and upgrade my stuff. I bet you that's the only real change I need to make. This is Infernal Hordes is another endgame thing. 10 rounds. In between each round, you choose a one of 3 additions to add to the sequence of events. Here, you'll see here in a second. Why is nothing dying? Oh, because this is Torment plus 15. That's why. See up at the top it says Tormentor plus 15. Well, I fucked up. Oh, just kill me. Get me out of here. That sucks. That was a waste of that item. I didn't read that it was plus 16 to the levels. Whoopsie. Try this again. Yeah, that's a tier 15. No, I've got 15 of those. Why is that? I don't understand why that was plus 16 to his level. Try this one. I might be mistaken here. Something might be... There we go. Okay. All right. So the more kills you get and the more type of events you do in each individual wave gets you more currency that you can spend at the end of the entire 10 waves if you kill the bosses at the end of the 10 waves. This is working just fine. Okay, 409 kills in a row. That was just round 1. Okay. Yeah, it didn't say anything about the plus 15. I don't know why it didn't. That was very odd. Oh my god, kill the Ether Lord. Thank you. I'm not doing so hot. Ooh, chaos. Yes. Chaos waves are fun. You never know what's going to happen. That's the fun in it. Oh, see, it spawned a... Oh, no. Oh, no. This could be very bad. I can't kill these lunatics. Why are these lunatics not dying? These little unitics blow up when they reach you. It could be a very bad situation for me if I don't kill them quick enough. Like that. Oh! Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. My wrist hurts. Ah! I thought I was about to die. Oh, that was really close. If I would have been in that little fire ring, that would have killed me. That was real close. Real close. The goal is 600 cinders or whatever they're called. What are they called? I don't know. If I can get 600 of them, that's good. Oh my god, it spawned 2 Ether Lords at the same time. Unprecedented. Alright. 558, only 142 more to go. a lot of enemies spawning this time. What's up with that game? There we go. Alright, I only need 30 more to get above 600. There we go, right at 600. Perfect. And I've still got 4 more waves to go. We're doing really well. Doing a lot better than I thought. Oh my god! It's really annoying. Not sure what killed me there. Oh, that bastard. One of the Ether Lords spawns other Ether Lord ghosts that you can't kill, they just do an attack. Yeah, they killed the shit out of me there. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention to something. It looked like there was an Ether Fiend that was summoning a ghost Ether Fiend that hit me with something. I don't know. Oh my god. Don't stand in the middle of that, Chris. That's a bad time. Gee, something's really hurting me all of a sudden. And I have no heal potions. What is going on right now? Something has changed. Something is happening. Yeah, see, there's one of these fiends is shooting fire fucking everywhere. This bastard, this ghost bastard right here. Get out of here. His little fire attacks are doing way more damage than anything else in this whole thing. Why is that? Little overtuned there, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, chaos round. Hell yeah. Oh great, it's just ether bosses. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Multiple times, probably. It's not going to spawn anything but these ether bosses, is it? Oh, that's a lot of ether. Where's the boss? He's on the other side of the council gate. I can't kill him. He spawned on the other side of the door. Oh, that sucks. I could have gotten so much more fucking currency out of this if that son of a bitch didn't spawn on the other side of the door. That's broken. That was rather lame. Oh my god, something almost killed me. There it is again, those fucking fireballs. What is doing it? Help me! Hey, my buddy leveled up. Oh, I'm gonna die again because I can't get a damn heal potion. Fuck, come on. I don't know why my survivability's all of a sudden shot. So crazy. I don't know what is going on with that. The Bartuk portal? What does that mean? Invoke to face Bartuk, Lord of Chaos? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Should I do it? What if I couldn't kill him? Fuck it, YOLO, let's do it. Oh, do I go up this way? This is rather ominous. Oh, hello. Okay. This is like a proper boss fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow, that really hurt. Oh, I'm gonna die. Why am I not attacking? I'm just standing here like an idiot. Oh, this is weird. This is really weird. Where am I supposed to go? There's literally nowhere I can go there. Fuck me. Well, I got him half dead. I don't have to start the whole fight again, do I? Let me in! I do have to start the whole fight again. Fuck me. So I've got to kill him without dying here. Again, with the not attacking, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna be real pissed. What am I supposed to do? There's... Okay, go below it. I don't... Where is he? I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. That's really fucking annoying. I'm not gonna be able to beat this boss, and it's gonna fucking ruin my day. I think there's probably some mechanic to this I'm just not understanding. I keep pausing in the middle, like right now I'm literally just standing there not doing anything with my thumb in my ass. I literally can't do anything in those moments. I've got to get my fucking shit sorted out. And I hate the thing that they added with these bosses, that they have invincibility phases. It's so dumb. Can't one-shot all the bosses anymore. See, I can't... It freezes the camera, so you're... That's really fucking annoying. It, like, zooms out and freezes the camera, and I couldn't see where the hell I was. That's fucking annoying. What a waste of the last half hour of my fucking life. Well, I know not to do that fucking bullshit again. My biggest problem is that I don't have my resource squared away like I thought I did. I'm standing there like a fucking idiot not doing anything. Oh, that's annoying. So I literally have nothing to show for. Oh no, I guess I got a couple Paragon levels. I got a couple Paragon points, but I didn't get any loot from that. Didn't get anything that I went in there to go to get. So annoying. Hey, Vospi, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Gave me somebody to talk to. I bet it is. I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful night. Yeah, you should probably get some sleep. I'm probably gonna cut the stream here anyways. It's been 3 hours. And if you're leaving, I'm pretty sure there ain't nobody else here. Later. Why was this boss fight so much easier than that other one? Holy hell. That's insane. Other boss fight was a nightmare compared to this one. Didn't even get enough fucking ether to open up a loot chest. What a fucking waste of my life. That's okay. I'm cutting the stream. I'm out of here. Fuck this game. Thanks for hanging out. Whoever's stuck with me this whole time. Appreciate you. I'll check you on the next one. I don't know when it'll be. But there will be a next one. Well, there most likely will be another stream someday. So you're welcome ahead of time for that.